in. How is it going, everyone? Welcome to Wipeout Pulse. Without headphones this time. It's very, very hot in here. So, since this game is not really something that I need any headphones for, I'm not gonna use them. I just hope that I modulate my voice the same as I always do. I wanna double check the sound settings just in case. Yeah, okay, they are fine. Since I cannot hear, I don't know if the sound is gonna be fine or not. But okay, last time, grid A, because this game is gonna take forever to it, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is them still putting Venom events in the game. They just don't understand. I don't wanna play Venom. What's so hard to comprehend, game? I wanna go fast. So something that I'm seeing is that this game has a lot of tracks. Like usually a lot more than a normal Wipeout game. Most Wipeout games only have like 8 tracks at most, but this one I think it already has definitely more than 10, and if it keeps getting like new content with the new grids that you play, it might go up to 20 if every new grid introduces a new track, which is impressive. Definitely quite impressive. The previous game only had 8 tracks, well, plus the DLC ones, so I don't think any of these ones are DLC, because I mean they are in the main mode. To be in the main mode, they have to be base tracks, or no? I mean, it doesn't have to be the case. Some turbos. Playing with this, I mean, without headphones, I don't really think it makes any difference outside of the obvious countdown at the beginning. The 3, 2, 1. It's obviously easier to do it when you're hearing the countdown as well, but that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it shouldn't. It would be pretty sad if I needed to use headphones simply because of a countdown. But I'm pretty sure I'm fine. No headphones needed, no audio needed. Forget about headphones, it could be also an actual speaker, but no. Alright. Okay, unfortunately, the Venom is still a Venom. It's still poison to the grid. Well, I wanna believe that after this one, considering that it's a different group of grids, that it might stop having Venom, but I think it's wishful thinking at this rate. This is also a new track, isn't it? It's very similar in layout to another one, but I think it's completely new. It seems that it has a lot of... Okay, no, never mind, hold up. This is not a new track. Just one of the previous tracks, but in reverse. Well, maybe the previous one was also a previous track in reverse, but I don't remember it. Well, I'm not particularly known for having a good memory, so maybe I'm just wrong for everything. It's a possibility, but that's fine. Who needs to be right when you can be fast? Well, I wish I could be fast here, but the Venom class doesn't let me. These are some very fucked up placements for the boosters. I mean, it's in reverse, but the boosters are obviously also placed in the direction that they are supposed to be going. It's not like the whole track's reverse and that's it. Yeah, I'm doing this pretty badly. I'm missing a lot of boosters here. I mentioned that I used the first one here, where there are already boosters. Damn it. My main issue here is that I miss just a lot of boost. It's not that this time lap is hard or tricky, I just keep missing them. Also, how is it going Norbait? Yeah, death playthrough, you're right. This is a blind playthrough, but it's also death. It's also another reason why I think that playing this game today is a good idea, because it's a game that sound-wise I'm not really missing out on anything. Wait, was that a goal? Oh, it was by barely. It barely was gold. Well, it's fine. Gold is gold. It had to be a perfect lap too. It's a death playthrough, but as I was saying, I think it's the perfect time to play this game without headphones, because it's extremely hot in here. Well, saying extremely is an exaggeration. I know it can be a lot worse, but as hot as it is right now, using headphones is a bad idea. A very bad idea. I mean, ideally, something that I should just do is buy earplugs. Because even if they can be a little bit annoying, they won't produce the heat that that headphones produce. But yeah, like, I don't know. I was never a fan of like introducing things in my ear. Never. Like, they feel uncomfortable. But yeah, the problem is that the headset or headphone, they are just way too heat producing. It's only a problem in summer though, but there's also the fact that they kinda generate some humidity inside your ear, regardless of the weather. So yeah, I mean, essentially, I don't think there is a perfect way to experience digital audio. It's just not possible. Because every option has, to me, a downside. You have speakers that don't really allow you to appreciate a lot of sounds, because it's like the sound gets dispersed into the whole room. So it's hard to focus on, like, it's hard for the sound to get focused. Well, as I say, then you have earplugs that are a little bit uncomfortable to wear, and they can also be pretty easy to slip off. And then headsets have the issue that they can make it very hot and humid. So essentially there is no perfect option, I feel. I mean, I don't even know what will be, like, what invention could be better. Brain USB? Yeah. That's definitely the best option. Until you start hearing advertisement in your head, that's when it's no longer a good option. But theoretically, it will be a good option. Corporations will make sure it's not a good option. Don't worry about it.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's a pain in the ass, digital audio. To me, the best option is still headphones or headsets. Like, with the two setbacks that they have, which is heat and humidity, they are still far better to me than the alternative, which is the reason, of course, that to this day I'm still using headphones. Well, that, and because I'm too lazy to buy anything else. But yeah, even if I had the choice, or rather, if I had the obligation to buy something new, I probably would still buy headphones. Maybe the difference is that instead of USB, they will be analog, because now, thankfully, my motherboard can support analog connections, but I really wouldn't change the way to listen to the audio, right? And I think speakers are never a good issue because head plugs. I keep saying head plugs. Holy shit! That really sounds like some dystopian shit, just like a brain chip. The thing is that earplugs, I'm willing to give them a chance. It's just that I remember that a long time ago when I tried to use them, they were uncomfortable and also fell very often. So that might not happen now, which is the reason why I'm willing to give it a try, but it's still, I feel a little bit annoying. Every option has an issue. But there is no perfect option almost with anything, I guess. Everything has a downside in one way or another, you know? But yeah, maybe one day you will see me using earplugs. Jesus, I cannot say earplugs on the first try. What is my obsession with plugging heads? It's okay, don't worry about it. But what would a head plug even be? Like, I wonder, I'm trying to visualize what a head plug is. Because if ear plug is something that you plug in your ears, head plug will be like something that covers your whole head. I don't see how that will be useful for audio. The only part of your head that needs to be covered is the ears. I think a head plug for audio exclusively will not be a good idea. For full immersion it might be a good idea. Something like virtual reality, but instead of just having it in your eyes, you have it in your ears and your nose, also your mouth. Will also be pretty dystopic to think about it, but it will be a way to have something close to full immersion. Though of course the rest of the body will be will not be part of the action. But yeah, full body immersion is, well, it's obviously not impossible. Just that it feels like the kind of thing that will be almost impossible for households. Like, it will have to be a dedicated studio. That's looking too far into the future, and we probably are never gonna go there anyways. It's always hard to predict when it comes to technological advances. I mean, this game saga, this series are the clear example. This is supposed to be futuristic racing, and yet this sort of flying ship racing, or let alone just flying ships, are non-existent. Like, anti-gravity racing is non-existent whatsoever. So yeah, predicting the future is hard. Or, well, I wouldn't say impossible, because you can always say something and it will eventually come true, even just getting lucky. But yeah, the Audio Dome, that's a cool name. Yeah, there are many ways to do full immersion, but I still, well, it's something that I said before, but hardware-wise, we are still, I will say, pretty far behind. There is a lot of hardware stuff that shouldn't be the way it works nowadays. Like, the things like selling shit like processors, motherboards and memories, video cards, storage units, selling all of that shit separate should not be a thing. Or should be an option but not the rule. even with remade computers, I still feel that it's not a good thing. But forget about that. It's also the fact that something like virtual reality is in such a sorry ass state. You essentially are just attaching two monitors to your eyes, which, I mean, there is more work. Just like aside from that, it's not as simple as that. That's trivializing it a lot, but I feel like at this point we'll expect more from something called virtual reality. The virtual part is right, but the reality part is a little bit behind. So yeah, I just think that hardware-wise we are behind. That's just it. We are just behind. Or at least behind. When you say behind, you ask behind what? I think that behind the projected development, when you take into account the technological advances of the past 40 years, I think that hardware is still quite behind. And obviously not just with computers, but also with things like robotics. The fact that robots are still not a thing, or at least not like, you know, a humanoid robot that is actually useful for something. The fact that that's not a thing, I feel like it shouldn't be the case. But yeah, it is the case. So I completely wasted the turbo here. It's fine. The first lap is always slow anyway, so... Well, I almost got it though. You can do this jump here. Okay, and that should save a lot of time. Well, I don't know if a lot, but it will save time. And when you come to this straight line, you can use the turbo. And that should be more than enough. Wouldn't be surprised if this was by 3 seconds that I get the gold. Well, I actually got cocky, but it was still very safe. Okay, so we have a lot of rapier races. Which is good. Shame that this Venom ones still exist, but it's fine. I'm just concerned that there are so many of them. Like, as I said before, at this point I will expect no Venom events at all, but if you want to have them, like 1 or 2 maximum, but this one already has like 6. Like, what are you doing? I think that I don't want to complain about Venom too much because I don't want to sound like a broken record. At the same time, didn't I already do this exact time trial before? Or was it single lap only? Maybe it was single lap only, or even worse, maybe it was an actual full-length time trial but with a faster category. Yeah, Venom is the slowest category. The scale is Venom, Flash, Rapier and Phantom. From slowest to fastest, of course. And yeah, I am of the idea that Venom should have stopped happening like a couple grids ago. But the game unfortunately disagrees, so it's still shoving Venom down my throat. Even in grid number 8, and number 8 out of 20. So we are not getting that far from like halfway through the grids, and we still have the slowest category here. It's still allowed to be here. That's a little bit unnerving. It's alright. Also, that was free. It was absolutely free. And with a perfect lap at the end. Alright. Flash. Guess I can do the flash ones now. There is an eliminator flash. No, I'm gonna do this one. I just want to see what the log ones are. Very curious. Very curious to see how many Venom events I still haven't played. This really... I said it the other stream, but it reminds me so much in terms of the progression to Ridge Racer on PSP. The difference is that Ridge Racer game was absolutely free in every single event, except for the ones at the end. But this one I wouldn't really say it's free. Like, I'm beating a lot of these events on the first try, but some of them are quite close, and some others I'm also failing them. So I think at least for this game, differently from PSP Ridge Racer, you still have some tension for winning, which is something that game until the end it did not have. And even at the end, I don't think difficulty was handled very well either. So yeah, this game definitely does that better, but this game also has that same thing of having a lot of events, which is not a bad thing, but you will inevitably repeat a lot of things. Even if they are technically different combinations, because you are doing races on the same tracks, but at different speed categories, right? But really, the turbo is appreciated. I have a hard time thinking I can win this attempt. Yeah, it most likely won't happen. Well, it's fine. I mean, it's as I say, these attempts are not free. These events are not free. So you still, you're not gonna fall asleep while doing the events knowing you will win every single time. That's good. But yeah, there are still a lot of events. Actually, I don't remember when this game released, but it's probably around the same time that Ridge Racer PSP released. I mean, they were technically competing. So that's pretty crazy when you think of game franchises that were relatively popular in the past, and you know, you say they were competing. Yes, they were, but like the crazy thing is that something that will be insane to think nowadays is something like Ridge Racer and Wipeout competing. Like that's just crazy to think about it right now. Ridge Racer is a series that it's absolutely dead, because the company just knows that there really is no profit to be made there. And then you have Wipeout, where the company that made it is dead. But to think that at some point they were essentially competitors in the, you know, in the professional game market, because at this point in time indie was barely a thing. But to think that these were actually big companies with some big names competing against each other, and now they are absolutely nothing. Well, Namco is a big company, but Ridge Racer is what's nothing nowadays. And of course, one of the luck events was Venom. Didn't expect anything less. It's very crazy to think about that. I feel very, very crazy. So in this era, I guess the competition, like, you know, competition as games going against each other, trying to, you know, take a portion of the cake sale. Sorry, the sales cake is what I tried to say. Is something that only really happens with gacha, I feel, because there are so many other games that like they really aren't competing with anything. Because a game like one of the popular games that released not that long ago, right? You have Astro Bot. What is that game competing with? It's not competing with anything, as you can say it's competing with Mario, but not really. People that play Nintendo games and Mario will play that. And Astro Bot is mostly something that is there for PlayStation fans. So it feels like, as I said, outside of gachas, there really doesn't seem to be that competition anymore. Like, I don't feel that there is much of that. But there are also a lot of competitive online games that are like, you know, battle royales and shit. I think that most of them that are not the established ones just die, so you can say there is competition there, but hard to call it a competition when only the big name is the one thriving, right? Because if we're talking about big names and battle royales, obviously the first game that might come to your mind is Fortnite. That's what you will think. What is Fortnite competing against? Because there are other battle royales, but I feel that it already had its place in the market and it doesn't feel like it's being taken away by anything else. Because you have different battle royale options. You have things like Call of Duty Warzone, but those are not competing against each other, I feel. Like, it's not like they are trying to capture the same public. They are intended for completely different ones. So yeah, when thinking about video game competition, not very sure if it's something that is as pronounced as it was at one point. That didn't kill anyone. Nice. Very good. So this is an eliminator event. In case it wasn't obvious. It is. Probably should restart at this point. When an eliminator event starts like this, the best course of action is usually resetting. Look. If the first place gets away with a 4-point difference, I'm out. I'm resetting. Okay, it didn't happen. It can still happen if one of those somehow gets to 8 the kills. Someone behind me, or am I the one that is the No, I think I'm behind everyone. Makes sense since I just died. Well, not anymore. Now I have... Wait, isn't that a phaser as well? No, it can be. It doesn't say that on the right side. No, I don't think that none of the opponents are trying to use the same manufacturer that you are using, so I don't think you will ever fight a 5-star if you are already using it. The Quake didn't kill anyone. Not a single person got killed by the Quake. Very sad. Quite sad. And I can't believe bomb is an option in this game mode. Mine is also an option. I honestly don't know which one is worse. They are both pretty shit, all things considered. Oh, a nice shield usage. Okay, that was a good one. But I'm still... These guys are very close to me. Team, that miss, I don't believe it. And as the guys now, unfortunately, tying with me. I don't like that. Oh, and I think he's the one that killed me. He got to A the same time I died. So now it's personal, isn't it? But he's probably gonna win. He's only one away. I could get a wide kill thing, I could still win, but if I didn't get it now, I don't think I'm getting it in time. Especially if I keep missing the power-ups, that doesn't help. That would have been enough. Let's see. It is. Nice. That was close. That was probably the closest elimination event where I actually won. I mean, most of the wins in elimination that I had were absolutely free. Alright, let's see which ones are flash. There aren't that many flash here. I mean, it would have been so nice if you had replaced all the Venom ones for flash. Because flash, there's barely any flash events here. Like, there are like, what, 3 or 4? Something like that. I don't know what this track has, but missing ground boosters in this track is very easy. It's probably the terrain inclination, because despite, you know, the whole thing about the game being anti-gravity, you know that any terrain inclination will make your car like slightly turn where the terrain is turning to. So yeah, I think that being anti-gravity doesn't really do any of these machines a favor. But that's something that Wipeout, I think that... Well, it depends. Like the PS1 Wipeout games kinda gave you the feeling that you were controlling something that was anti-gravity. In a lot of this, at least with how the racing physics feel. It just feels like you're driving a normal car rather than an anti-gravity thing. Like, I remember that in the first Wipeout, the physics were a lot more kind of like floaty, to the point that if you wanted to get some corners, you needed to lift the accelerator. In this game, you also need to do that sometimes, but it's like the side brakes are still more like steering rather than being something that feels like you are braking in the air instead of just steering like a normal car, you know? It's just one of those things that feels a little bit weird. Alright, so Flash, well, the only other thing that is Flash is a tournament. There is no Rapier tournament. This is the only tournament in the grid, which I appreciate. There, as I say with the last stream, there should only be one tournament per grid at most. But I like this. Well, and even more that it's not a Venom tournament. So yeah. We are doing good. Tournament is still the most dangerous event type. If you manage to lose, or rather to not get first, the amount of retry, well, the amount of time spent on retrying is, I will say, quite a lot. So it's dangerous if you are starting it. Oh wait, that wasn't the last lap, yeah, because this is Flash. So I thought it was the fourth lap there. Yeah, that's also another thing I dislike with Venom. You're kinda getting used to 3-lap races, even though it's the only category that does that. Like Rapier and Flash use 4, and if it's like the previous game, Phantom uses 5. Well, actually I think it is, because I think I tried a race in Phantom before I did the first stream, just to see if the game worked like I do with any emulator game, and I think it was 5 laps. It was also very fast. So I'm still worried about that. Thankfully, with these events in slower categories, you can get more easily used to the track layout. So at that point you can more comfortably react to the corners even if you're going fast. But you still need to have the dexterity to react like that. So. Team Autopilot saved me there, that's pretty funny. I always say that Autopilot doesn't do miracles, but that was pretty much a miracle. I was already thinking of myself of having fallen and I didn't. Hey, very nice Autopilot. Still mad that they butchered Autopilot so much in Wipeout Fusion. It didn't deserve getting butchered like that. the way that the PSP games do it, I think it's a lot better. It's not as strong as the PS1 games, but it's also not as shit as Fusion. It's a good middle ground. I like it. Just saving the autopilot that much is a good idea, I guess. As I say, it's a good middle ground, but it's not... doesn't do anything miraculous, so... saving it for that much instead of potentially being able to get something like Turbo might not be a good idea. Because Turbo is the one that got buffed a lot compared to other Wipeout games. Probably not compared to the PS1 games. I think that especially the first Wipeout, getting Turbo was very good. In Wipeout 1, the ground boosters were also extremely good as well. To the point that I don't think that you could win if you didn't use the ground boosters. In this game, you kinda can do it, assuming you get lucky with the power-ups, I guess. It's also a different type of logic when it comes to how the AI is handled. The AI in this game is not like the PS1 games. Especially the first Wipeout, it's simply the classic arcade racing game where all of your competitors are well ahead of you, but they are slower than you. So it's up to you to catch up to them and overtake. And that's something that could take the whole race. So, you know. It was something that required you to play better. Here it's usually that getting first place tends to take a lot of laps, but they are all very close to you at all times. So theoretically, if you get lucky, you can get first place like in the first lap. But it's not as picky with how fast you have to be as the first Wipeout. I mean, every time that I think of the first Wipeout, it really makes me want to replay it.
3, 2, 1.
It's such a good game. But before doing that, I will have to finish playing all the Wipeouts. Not yet. We are not there yet. I also keep forgetting that another game that I can now play is Gran Turismo 3. That is a game that I will be playing, but it's also, for what I heard, a very farmy and long game. So we probably will wait a little bit for that. Well, and then Gran Turismo 4, I already know how it is. It's a very, very long game all around. Not super farmy unless you're a completionist, of course. But yeah, could be worse. many races are there here? 4? I think there are 4. Pretty nice that the shield disappear at the right time to get hit. No, that was the last one. Wait, how many races was that? And that was 4? I thought that was 3. And time flows a little bit fast when you're playing this game. I know that the races are short, but
3, 2, 1.
it really takes a while. And then playing on the rapier category. I mean, it wouldn't be such a big deal to get used to rapier if there were less slow categories. It's quite a sham. Thankfully, it's like the AI, or I could also be getting lucky, but it seems like the AI doesn't really bother too much in going fast. I mean, it could be. I heard that back then people complain about the difficulty of the previous Wipeout game, so maybe even in the fast categories they made the AI very slow. Well, and even on the hard difficulty. So otherwise, look at that. Like 3.4 seconds behind for this game is quite a lot. Oh, I almost fell. Actually, falling there probably would have caused me to lose. Like, when you fall in this game, you lose a lot of time, so it could have happened. Another single race, yeah, sure. And it would be so nice if all the events were single race. It will get repetitive, I guess, but yeah, I mean, it's already repetitive as it is. Might as well just make everything races. I don't know if it's the fact that I got the turbo. It feels like I'm getting first in this rapier races so fast. It's probably the turbo's doing. We'll have to see how it goes in attempts that I don't get a single turbo. At the same time, it really feels like the difference that you get compared to the guys behind you is quite big. It's not like that in Flash or Venom, even if you get lucky with the turbo. It was pretty fast. Where did... Okay, single race and time trial. I mean, finish it with a time trial will be way too lame. I just wanna finish it with a race.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now, I wonder if we go to the next grid that is apparently in a different group of grids. I wonder if there's gonna be more events in a single grid or not. I hope not, but I don't know. So I think I miss every single round booster. Very, very nice. So these are the categories where 5-star really start shining. The 5-star whole shtick in every Wipeout game is that they have good handling. But in the slower categories, it's not like you really needed good handling to take the corners. You had more than enough time to do that. But in fast categories like this one, you need the good handling. If you memorize every single track and where to start every corner, even with the bad handling machines, you will, you know, you will probably be able to do it. If you're just casually strolling like I am, going for 5-star will be a better idea. Right. Last event of this grid.
3, 2, 1, go.
It happened again here, even though I don't remember getting a turbo. Well, if I got a turbo, yeah, my memory is beyond fuck, but I don't think I got one. And yet I'm already first place, so it does seem like the difficulty scaling is going in reverse. Like the slow categories are the hardest ones, the faster ones are being easier. Oh, nice trick. Still wish to know how the hell you do those, but it's whatever. Okay, well, this grid is completed. Alright, so this takes to a new group of grids. I wish they would at least have some different design to not make them look exactly the same. I mean, they have a different design once you enter, but still very lame. You are going through grids and they just look like that. I mean, Wipeout in terms of UI, I feel like it always had a very shitty UI. Because it tries to go for a futuristic and minimalistic approach, but like, I'm sorry, to me it just comes out as shitty. Doesn't come out as anything else. to mention that there are some games that the UI that you see in the races is not immediately clear. That's the good place to... Oh, it's probably here. The good place to use the turbo. I don't think I need it though, guess this should be enough to get gold, but clearly a better spot to use it. Yeah, I get it for free. Alright. Okay. As you saw, even in this new group of grids, we are not safe from Venom. No, we cannot free ourselves from the Venom menace. It's not possible. We just can't.
3, 2, 1, go.
But it's fine. That guy next to me ate all the mines for me. And he returned it with a missile. Very nice of you.
Shield active. Mine.
And you know, it would be pretty funny to lose this race. See how Venom is still the hardest category in the game. Maybe that's why they secretly keep putting Venom. It's actually the hardest category, and they know that. They use that as a challenge. Surely. It went well. You're gonna be driving looking at the mirror. Why not? And it goes. See, this is the fucked up thing. Here, to unlock this one, the only event that you can do is this one. And it's Venom, but it goes from Venom to Rapier. Like, isn't that a little bit of an exaggeration? So I still don't have any new skin for... Wait, hold up. Oh, this one I have, Concept. I didn't have this one before, right? Huh. I mean, I don't remember seeing it. I'm surprised that it's before the...
2, 1, go.
Zone 1. Because I'm pretty sure I unlocked the Zone 1 first. Right? This one actually looks pretty cool. I really like the way this one looks. What's painful is that every time that you go into an event, you have to manually select it. Like, it doesn't remember your previous choice. You just have to always press the arrows until you make it there. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying, but it's whatever. What the hell? Yeah, I really like the way this looks. And this is supposed to be the concept, but it's just called concept, which I guess in itself it doesn't mean anything. But it makes me think that it's supposed to be the concept model for Pfizer before the final version, which is the one that you see normally. Which is a little bit weird because this one looks clearly better. Or maybe it's called concept in the same way that in reality you have concept cars, which are cars that are barely conceptual and they don't really get manufactured. So you know, there is use of multiple techniques in order to make it look real. Well, I think some concept cars even get non-working prototypes, like you actually have the chassis of the car there, but you know, it doesn't work as a car. And more Venom shit. Unbelievable. Unless you go from right to left, I guess you can very easily miss you can really easily miss a design you haven't seen before.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this one looks very cool. I mean, it also doesn't look like classic Pfizer. It doesn't need to. Every time that I'm exiting that loop, it makes me think that I'm about to steer to the left, which is the reason why I keep kissing the left wall for no reason. It's just weird. That one is mostly because I try to position myself and fail. Don't worry. Hey Kyle, how is it going? I'm just here doing the usual without headphones because it's hot. We don't want to add any more heat into my system. When I say my system, I mean my my body. So yeah, I tried to make it in the best way to not have it like that. How do you listen to the game? I don't. That's precisely how. I don't, but it's not like I need to. I already listened to every song. I already know how every sound effect is. Like, there's nothing new for me to you know, hear. Report it. Bro, I don't wanna get a heat stroke if it's possible. Okay. I don't want to pass out on stream. See, it would be nice to listen to the game, but I can't. There's a lot of space in between these competitors. Even if I slow down, these two guys ahead of me. Okay, no, it's better to do that than to try to catch up. Right? For some reason they were going quite fast. Oh, he got eliminated. Was out to shoot. Oh, okay, well that works too. Ah, nice corner. It feels like lately, when I'm using Quake, it's barely killing anyone. How many degrees? I don't know. I haven't checked the weather report. I just know that it's hot. Like it's basically very hot and I need to cool down somehow, you know? So yeah. What's the number? I don't know. All I can tell you is that it is pretty hot. And I wish it wasn't. But yeah, we are in summer, so it's expected. I mean, the other day I was saying that it was weird that the heat didn't come yet, but no, it came. Just took a little. Wait, what the hell? The guy interrupted my power up? No way. What a dipshit. That was one of the best power ups as well. It feels like the best power ups. Okay, that one actually did kill at least 2. Oh, 3. Oh, 4. Okay, we win. Nice. Actually killed 4. Very nice. There was one that, according to the stats, didn't die even once. That's crazy. He didn't die a single time. How does he manage that? I think he might be cheating. He might be doing some cheating. Just a little bit of cheating, you know? Not much. Oh, another thing I should mention is that, well, I mentioned it in the description of the previous video. Like, I could be muted right now when the VOD finishes processing or not. But yeah, some songs are copyrighted, and Twitch yesterday, well, not yesterday, the previous day that I streamed this, detected one of them and muted the portion of the VOD it was there. So that sucks. It will remain muted by the time it reaches YouTube, which sucks even more. But yeah, there ain't much I can do. So yeah, it's just very sad. And while I'm saying this, I might be getting muted in the VOD. I mean, last time it was only for 3 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's still a pain in the ass. I mean, the solution is probably talking a lot, because it probably doesn't pick up too much when I'm talking, but there are some times where I don't really have much to say, you know? When that happens, what can we do? Cannot always have something interesting to say. Well, interesting. Something to say, regardless of how interesting or not it is. Those are the times where the copyright strikes even more. Well, the in-game sound effects will theoretically help as well, but I really don't know. Now, I wonder if I will be able to get to the Phantom class today in this campaign mode. So far it hasn't appeared, even though we have multiple rapier events. Still would like to see it. I'm just very curious, you know? It's interesting to see this type of progression though, with how the different events are laid in the grid from like kid's perspective, because if I was playing this game when I was a kid, probably would be getting demolished by the fast class. So what I will probably be trying to do to keep advancing is doing like all of the Venom events, I mean some of the Flash ones eventually, and when the next grid unlocks, go immediately to the next grid and don't bother with the faster classes. So that's most likely what the idea was here. I feel it was probably intended to be like that, and it makes sense. So yeah, I guess when you are not that bad at the game, having a slow class events is detrimental. As you can see, I'm holding my own pretty well in Phantom. Super Phantom is a different story because this is a speed class that doesn't exist. It would be interesting if the last grid was nothing but Super Phantom, and that by beating it you unlock Super Phantom in the normal game. Would be nice. I don't know why the designers thought that, because you know that you are forced into this car design when you do the zone events. I don't know why the designers thought that this is a design that looks fast. To me it just looks dumb. I mean, dumb and fast are not opposites, but they are not mutually exclusive. but it doesn't really give me the feeling of speed when I look at the design. But yeah, I'm not very sure why they went for that, but it's fine. I mean, it just doesn't look very aerodynamic in general. Like, it looks more like well, I don't even know what it looks like. It's kind of like Oricon. Oricon also has always looked weird since the first game. Yeah, I guess a lot of the ship designs in Wipeout are historically ugly. Just the way it is. That was weird.
Shield active. Missile. Retreat.
I wonder if by the end of the campaign I'll even get to get the maximum loyalty points for Pfizer or not. It's looking like it might be like that. Since I'm not super close to halfway through, but I am close enough, and the same applies to the game itself. Kinda close to the halfway point, though not quite. Well, in fact, according to my calculations, today I will reach the exact halfway point of the campaign, because I should be able to... well, actually, hold up. 8? No, sorry, I don't know how to count, my bad. No, if I started on grid 8 and I beat 9 and 10, no, that's not halfway through, is it? Wait, there are 20 in total, so it is. For some reason I thought there were 24 in total. No, there's 20. So yeah, I will reach the halfway point today. Alright. Well, that's nice. Like, I will beat the grid 10, and the next stream will start on 11, of course. Yeah, I don't think that's fast. Flying up to a wall like that, I think that's precisely fast. Might still be enough. Kinda doubt it. Oh, it actually is enough. Nice. Cool. I like events that are beaten this fast. I mean, this is essentially the fastest event, the speed lap one. not the easiest one, I will say. Like that's still head-to-head for now. Definitely the one that takes the least amount of time, which is nice.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's a bad start. I probably don't need that much leeway, but starting a full-time trial without a jump start, it's probably a very bad idea. Like the difference is not that big. It's not a crazy jump start. That works. Weirded out that this feels like the only shortcut in the game. If there is other ones, I haven't found them. You would expect that if a track has a shortcut, that all tracks have shortcuts. You can also see it as an alternate path, but I feel like that one is very, very clearly a shortcut. Maybe not so much because of where you go, because it's still kind of like the same path. But the fact that you have ground boosters, like 4 of them, one after the other, makes you go faster. I think that it will go with the definition of shortcut, I feel. Losing a lot of time here. I like how the ghost is all shirty and stuff. The animation of the turns is not very well done. Okay, so for example here, you unlock the next grid without needing to even do a single rapier event. Because all of the rapier events are now here, and it's probably done like that on purpose. But yeah, I leave them for last simply because I like leaving the best for last, not because I don't like them. If anything, I wish every event was at least rapier. I've been thinking of playing Blue Revolver tomorrow again. If I can get another parallel 1 coin clear with a different shot type. Or that or playing Mushihime-sama, which is also another game that I haven't 1 coin clear. And they are both games that I could play without headphones too, because tomorrow it's most likely gonna be as hot as today as well. So those are games that I rather play with headphones, even if I don't need them. But I mean, I would prefer playing any game with headphones, but if you gotta compromise, you gotta at least pick something that is not new, you know? should make a list of games that I can play without a sound. I will enjoy watching Mushi. I played it some time ago, and unfortunately I was playing like... I mean, I wouldn't say I was playing like shit, but I wasn't playing well at all. Or rather, not good enough to one coin clear, and obviously we're talking about the lowest difficulty, which is original. Like, forget about Ultra or Maniac. But like, it just didn't seem like it was enough. You know? Trying to get the one all in Daiyosho. I still haven't played that game because I've been wanting to do Dodonpachi 2, and I also can't do that one either, so I probably should give up on that and just go straight to Daiyosho. But not like I expect Daiyosho to be them 6 races, holy shit. That's something. That's another game I could play. Like, I could try Daiyosho and essentially tell Dodonpachi 2 to eat a dick. I could see. But I heard that Daiyosho is a hard game. Because a lot of people have it as an amazing game, that it's one of the best shoot 'em ups in existence. And maybe that is the case. That doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. What do you say about the degrees thing? I say that I don't know. Like I say, I don't know how many degrees there are, I just know it's hot. Like, I haven't checked the weather report, I just know that it is hot in here. That's what I know. But yeah, that's essentially all I need to know. It is hot. There are shoot 'em ups options to play for sure. Like, those 3 are definitely 3 options that I could do any of them. Like Daiyosho, Blue Revolver, or Mushihime-sama Futari. One of those 3. But I don't know. Probably not. Especially since I wouldn't want to play them without headphones. I mean, I don't mind playing Blue Revolver without headphones because I already heard the music a lot. I still would like to hear it though. You know, of all the places that I could move to, this one is one of the coolest one without going straight to the south of the country. So this place is not hot normally, it's just hot in summer, as it should be. I mean, as it should be, I don't like it, but it's how nature works. Got a USB rechargeable fan and it helped me a lot.
3, 2, 1.
The problem with fans is that they move the trash around a lot, but if that wasn't enough, when the air is cold, it's just hard to properly get cool just by wind blowing into you. And then there is the other problem that... Wait, I didn't use the turbo at all, damn, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot to use it. There are so many corners, it's hard to tell where you even want to use it here. I was gonna say that if I point the fan to my face, for example, that's a very easy way to completely dry my throat. And obviously I don't want to dry my throat when I'm talking, that would be very bad. But yeah, I'm not sure I mean, I could point it to my legs, but I'm just not a big fan of fans. Get it? Yeah. Not like them that much. Oh, that was a weird ending. The obvious solution will be having an air conditioner, but yeah, I don't think that's happening. I mean, this is not my like, you know, my apartment anyway, so it's not like I will be able to. I also never own an air conditioner, and I don't think that it's a good idea. The amount of energy used by an air conditioner is a lot. It's probably like one of the biggest energy consumers on on house electronics, unless you use an electric oven. I personally don't use an electric oven. I have a gas oven. It uses natural gas instead of electricity. So that's not a problem. But yeah, if you have one of those, then that's clearly way more consuming than an air conditioner. Or at least I think it is. That didn't hit anyone. Pretty nice. Those two over here. Save up for a manor with an AC included. No, but you don't understand. It doesn't matter where it is. It matters that the air conditioner is just something that I don't see as a good idea. Everyone is... nice Quake. Yeah, I mean... You will have to really be quite wealthy, I guess. I mean, you don't need to be super wealthy to use an air conditioner, but it really consumes a lot of electricity. Like the electricity bill before and after an air conditioner is quite a hit. So if I can avoid it, I will avoid it. Where are you shooting at? Man, this asshole not letting me pick up the power up and also causing me to die. Damn, you're going down so badly. Only the game gave me power-ups that shoot forward. Yeah, like that one. That was probably not the best place to use it, because there were a lot of drivers that were dying, though there were also a couple that did die. Just realize that Asegai is not part of the competitor, so whoever competes against you is random. It's not always the same manufacturers. Saw them. Just like that. And then, but this one will take a while. A 6 races tournament, even if it's rapier class, so it's gonna be fast, it will take some time. Well, especially more time if I don't win it on the first attempt, but so far the rapier races were not a problem whatsoever, so I believe that it shouldn't be a problem here either. I believe. This one looks so weird. The one that is now in first place. That's basically like half of the cars in this game. I'm looking forward to see how many songs have been muted in this stream. I really hope that it's only one like last stream, but it's also possible that in the first stream not a single song got muted, and that's probably because the music was very quiet. But in the last stream, since I increased the music volume, they are probably now listening, and yeah. This game has copyrighted songs? Yes. Every Wipeout game has copyrighted songs so far. There wasn't a single Wipeout game that didn't get a claim, either on YouTube or Twitch. And apparently Draenor investigated, and it's something that the game uses actual artist songs. Like, it's not like these songs are made for the game. Well, maybe some of them are, but these are actual electronic artists that are licensed and all that shit. Yeah, how is it going, Wasabi? I personally don't know much because it's not the type of music I will listen to. Seems to be the case. That's the first race that in Rapier class that I don't get first place. It's fine. Guitar Hero 3 music was so good they made them into real music. Yeah. The song sounds like someone having sex with a blender. Well, I wouldn't be able to tell because I'm not listening to anything right now, but hey, I believe you. We're working on a fun game, nice. We actually got working back in fun games, huh? And what type of fun game are you making? What you doing? If you get a tag in that bridge, you are most likely dead. You don't get damaged that much by falling, but you do lose a lot of time. Yeah, that was a pretty bad place to use the turbo. So relatively low on energy here. Something that a couple of items cannot solve. They're making another avoidance. You really like avoidances, don't you? Yeah, I personally, as I say before, I was thinking of making an avoidance some time ago, but I don't know. I don't think because I mean, it's hard to make something that I myself don't like, you know? Like, well, you can say that I'm also not that big of a fan of needle, but I mean, it depends on the needle. You just like the song you're using. Yeah, well, it's understandable that when you like a song that much, you want to, you know, do something with it. And if it's a vocal song, there really is not that much you can do outside of avoidances, because putting vocal tracks in an adventure game or a needle game is not a good idea. But I say that, and my fun game has a song with technical vocals, I guess. So those are tribal chants. They are not really anything you can understand or anything that takes up the majority of the song. Well, I wouldn't say that avoidances are sleeping material. They are just, to me, like the repetition that requires is something that I'm not a fan of, because it's kind of like going into a reading game and tryharding a single song multiple times. I wouldn't do that. A lot of people do it. I just wouldn't, which is the reason why every time that I play Project Diva, at most I retry a song once, and only if I fail at the beginning, or if I miss, I mean at the beginning. Playing the same song over and over is not something that I like, and avoidances are like that. Theoretically, it doesn't have to be that way. You can make an avoidance that has looping music or even a playlist of songs, and that everything that you have to dodge is not timed to the music, but it's simply patterns that require dodging, and you cannot attack, right? If you play avoidances like that, then I know an avoidance game you will love. But I wanna be the music. Yeah, I think I got that recommended. Actually, you recommended that, didn't you? I think you recommended that one to me. And yeah, I seen it. It's a cool idea. There is a second one which is way bigger. Yeah, I could see. But I feel like, no, I mean, I could definitely see eventually. It's just not something that I feel really enticed to play right now. I will say, in terms of I wanna be the guy fan games, the next fan game that I will probably play is I wanna go the Shampoo Refractor, which is the one game that I took half of the gimmicks from my fan game from, and I haven't even played it. So that will be nice. It's just that I do know what gimmicks there are in that game, and I'm not a big fan of them. Like, there are things like teleporter, shampoo refreshers, gravity flipper refreshers, like slow motion refreshers, and I don't like any of those, which is the reason why I didn't use them. Oh, to get fuck, what the hell? I got fucked. And it's no wonder I didn't stop getting attacked. What do you want me to do? Well, at least I'm still... Well, actually... I'm so first I can't lose. Like, there's only one race remaining, and even if I lose on this one, I wouldn't be able to lose the tournament. Well, that's pretty nice. But yeah, that previous race was a carnage. I don't know why they felt so compelled to fuck me up that much. Bunch of shitheads. I'll let them know. Well, I'll let them know by winning, which is something they cannot do because they suck. But yeah, it's fine. Well, another thing about Shampoo Refractor that I'm a little bit concerned about is that it might be a pretty hard game to play. It's rated at 68 points of difficulty. We will see. I still find it mind-blowing that my game is rated in between 75 and 80. Simply because it's not a... I can obviously beat it without trouble. You see, I'm the creator and I understand that, but I feel like even being the creator, you could also theoretically create something so hard that not even you can beat. But that's not the case here. So yeah, I'm still surprised by that. Well, we won the tournament, not like there was any doubt I would. But yeah. That last race with the dead almost made me scared. Alright, well, in that case on to grid 10, and this one, beating this one will put us halfway through. Okay, as you can see, we are reaching the halfway point of the game and there is still Venom events. So yeah, I guess we will never be free from this shit. Like, even on grid 20, there's probably gonna be Venom events. What? Oh, nice hairpin. Holy shit. Oh, 2? This is obviously a new track, but damn. That's an interesting way to start a track, for sure. And with Champ... What the hell? Alright, this track is something else. This track is definitely something else. Like someone made the track creator a lot of sugar, I guess. Then 2 hairpins like that in a row and then some very weird path is something. I don't know how a race is gonna look like there, but... Well, actually we will see here, because it's the same track. How is it gonna be like? I mean, it's not the first time that Wipeout has hairpins like this, but it feels like this one is particularly sharp. Like, even the previous game that had a hairpin like that, I don't think it was that pronounced, but that one definitely is. Oh, and if you want to follow this path in the middle, you have a boost, so it's very easy to follow. And that's crazy, like, this is a hard track. I feel like that's the first time I can see that, because all of the other tracks didn't really have anything out of the ordinary, but this one definitely has. Like, no other track in the game is like this one. For better or for worse, of course. Yeah, that's not a good place to be. Yeah, that will have to be a restart. So why is there a power-up behind a wall? Because I saw the power-up and I went there. He can hear us talking shit, of course. How is it going, Drano? Drano today helped me farm a weapon in Warframe and I was able to complete it. I mean, it's still being crafted, but I mean that I could craft it, you know? We'll start the crafting. But yeah, that's pretty nice. We are one step closer to the Warframe streams. The real Warframe streams. We are very close. But yeah, I still need to do a lot of shit quests that will take some time, so it's still not that close, but it's certainly closer. Warframe is one of those games. I mean, Warframe is a free-to-play game that yeah, in order to make money, they usually have a currency that allows you to skip crafting times and sometimes skip farming altogether. But I mean, I feel like farming some resources is part of the fun of the game. I mean, the whole game is farming. Essentially, everything about Warframe is farming. You farm in order to be able to farm more. But yeah, even if I don't normally like farming, the thing is that doing the farming is fun because the game is fun. You know? It's not something that is that brain dead to do. It's the reason why I like it. And what the hell is wrong with this guy? How are you so fast? That's a problem though. He decided to go under, so can probably overtake here indeed, correct? I don't know why he was going so fucking fast. Doesn't matter because I win. There is a mod you need to farm now too while the event is still up. Do I need to? Why does that emo look like it's flapping its tits? I don't know what emo you're talking about, dude. There is no emote in chat. How about you take your meds? Hey, how is it going, Yummy? You can also just trade the item. Though, what mod are you talking about? Emo that will be posted in chat in 3 days? Oh, I see, my bad. Should have known. What mod are we talking about? Probably asking ahead of time. Yeah, he's probably out of his meds too. Hunter's munitions. And what does it do? Well, I will assume that it's something to do with ammunition, but like for what it is the first question, and what does it do is the second one. Apply /procs on crit. And are we talking about primary weapon? Well, primary weapon? No, every weapon has a type. What type of weapon are we talking about? Rifle is for Axeltra, okay. And what event are we talking about? Gold purse. And how long will it last? Yeah, sorry that I'm bombarding you with questions, but I have no clue. You don't know. Alright. Well, I will see. Is it too hard to get it? Like, is it gonna be as hard as you farming Byte? I hope not.
Visor.
No? Okay. Well, good to know. But do you know if I can even do it? Because maybe you need to complete the star chart, which will mean that I cannot. Surely it won't be that bad, of course. It's in the plains of Eidolon. Okay. I mean, every time that I think of the open world levels, even though I don't necessarily dislike them, it's like it gets a little bit painful inside. But it's okay. Shouldn't be that bad as you say, of course. No one is behind me. Everyone is in front of me. Pretty nice. Bro, that's the second time that I get killed by the same power-up. That's fucked up. To mention that I'm getting the shittiest power-ups imaginable. Okay, finally I get this one. Well, finally, I got it before too. It's bad. Right, there you go. So Dress. As the guy is on top. That's not good. Aiming the plasma ball is impossible. We need to do that. With all of them, I still miss. It's the perfect opportunity. Well, damn, I killed someone with a backward power up. Maybe one of the first times that happens. I gotta slow down again. Oh, I got killed. Something that I can tell you though, Drain, going back to farming and whatnot, is that I'm not gonna do it today, but maybe we can do it tomorrow. I don't know. Anything is possible. Damn, I got turbo fuck. Well, I could also try doing it myself. I mean, it will be the natural thing to do. Only one more, come on. Nine and 6. I mean, it should be a good enough difference, but there is a lot of that. I don't like it. No one is dying from me. Oh, okay, there you go. That's it. Nice. Been fucked up on my end. No, I was saying that I'm not gonna do any farming today, but I can do it tomorrow or something. But you also gotta keep in mind that at some point when the Necramech is done, that I have to do the quest, which means that I will be completely out of it.
3, 2, 1.
Or do you say that this event only lasts for like a day? I will tomorrow still be active or what? Yes, when it comes to event, it's hard to tell if it's an event that takes 24 hours, or it takes a week, or it takes a month. I don't know. Coming out of nowhere. This Venom race to nobody's surprise seems like it's not gonna go well. Especially if I keep missing power-ups. They made me slow down like that. It also doesn't help. Now this won't be a victory, then that sucks. It's a community thing where every time someone does the event, the thing goes down and there's only 30% left. Oh, okay, yeah, I most likely won't make it then. It's fine. It's whatever. I mean, if tomorrow is still there, I will try, but I can't do it today. It is what it is. It works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It would be nice if I could make it, but then, even if I make it there, I still don't know if farming it will be enough. I mean, there are many games that have community targets that everyone plays something to make that go down. Warframe is definitely not the first one that does something like that. So this isn't working out. I am not able to win this. Not to mention I'm about... No, I am dead. Alright. This piece of shit race can wait until the end. Venom fucking sucks so fucking much, dude. I hate Venom like you have no clue. What a shitty ass category. I have used the turbo there. On Team, very nicely done game. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about the spare one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, there is I remember that. Like, if a relay gets attacked and there is not enough people defending it, it blows up. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't think they were still in the game, but I mean, it's not like it matters because their relays are worthless anyways. Like, for what I understand, aside from Barokiteer visiting, the relays serve no purpose, and he will visit regardless. Esper and Kuiper are dead. They probably deserve it. Nothing of value was lost. Obviously they wouldn't leave the game without relays. Baro died in a tragic extermination event. Well, serves him right for being so greedy. Well, greedy and classist. So if it wasn't enough to be one, he's the two things. Yeah, serves him right. Fucking asshole. It's alright. Damn, another. Wait a second. 12 races tournament and it's Flash? Jesus Christ. Well, that's something. Like 12 races tournament. No Wipeout game has a 12 races tournament. Like, the most that a Wipeout game has is 8. I'm pretty sure. It's not more than 8 ever since the first game. 8 is the maximum. Why will you even do 12 races? It's not like this is the final grid. Why are you being such an asshole, Mr. Game? I wonder. What is your problem? Like 12 races. And the worst part is that the previous one was 6 races. So it doesn't even make any sense progression-wise. What are you even doing? Yeah, that event will take the rest of the stream. I probably should leave it for last. Then that's crazy, dude. It really is. Second place is pretty close. Not close enough, it's shit. Will I be able to get this to the 3-hour mark, I wonder? With that tournament, and especially if it's not the only tournament in the grid, like, that will be even more fucked up, but I wouldn't be surprised.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, we will see. Okay, I'm not gonna reset that because I didn't get a jump start, but it shouldn't be necessary. It never is necessary usually. It shouldn't be the exception here, I hope. So I don't know if for time trial getting that middle path is even a good idea. I mean, the problem of this middle path is the ending, because the wall is so tight and you have walls in both sides. So that's the real issue. And these hairpins are fucked up no matter what. Keep in mind that the car I'm using is the best one in terms of handling. And yet those hairpins are so messed up. Oh shit. And that's bad. I don't think it will be enough to make me fail the time trial. No, it won't be enough. No, in fact, there can be 10 seconds remaining here. The walls in this track feel closer than in other tracks. Well, there is a reason why they give you so much leeway to get the gold here, because they acknowledge that this track is hard. Blender sets. Unfortunately, I cannot hear it. I don't recommend you sticking your genitals in a blender. Doesn't seem like a very good idea. Personally. I mean, you probably shouldn't stick that anywhere except where it's supposed to go. But a blender seems like a very bad choice in a sea of bad choices. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. If you absolutely have to do it, at least make sure it's not working while you do it. That will be a problem. Alright. Cool. Tim, there are 2 tournaments, dude. You're out of your fucking mind. And this one has 6 races. How can you have a 6 and a 12 races tournament on the same fucking grid? Are you out of your mind? Hey, that's a way to pad the game. Because if it wasn't enough to have a shit ton of events with like multiple group of events, you have a single event that can take the same amount of time that a whole grid of events. Well, maybe not that much, but close to it. Like, that's so messed up. Why are you like that? Also, the zone event for the track with the 2 consecutive hairpins is probably gonna be... It's gonna be quite something, without a doubt. It's fine. I'm actually looking forward to it. Seeing the zone event with the hairpins, because at some point you're gonna be so fast that even if you completely leave the accelerator and full air brake, you are probably gonna crash against the wall like it's nothing, you know? that I've been thinking. Um, Actually, I already say this some time ago, so I don't even know if it's worth mentioning if I don't do it. But like, I want to release a beginner-friendly version of my fun game. How is that usually seen in the community? Or, I mean, in terms of the rules of the wiki and shit like that, are you allowed to upload an alternate version of your fun game? I know that there are like things like easy version of games that get uploaded as separate games, but it's something that people have done it before. Just that I don't want to feel like I'm spamming with the same game over and over. But I really would like to do a beginner version. Like someone that anyone can play. If they want, obviously. But like someone like Kyle, Yannick and Blue can play it and beat it without a single issue. It's that sort of version that I would like to do. But I don't know. I also wouldn't do it anytime soon, but I think as something that I could do in some time. Because it also wouldn't be that hard to do. Like nerfing the screens and also adding checkpoints, it shouldn't be that hard. Some screens will probably need to get completely reworked, but you want to update the ads with an easy mode included. Yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because it's not as simple as a multiple difficulty thing, where the only thing that changes is the amount of checkpoints. We're talking about completely changing the rooms. And yes, I know that you can do that in the game. You don't need to make a different executable for that, but I think I would prefer them being two different things. You know? I don't know. I will still have to think about it. And it obviously will have people to test it, because the idea is doing it for those people that are new at fun games, you know? That will be the idea. I don't know. We will see how it goes. I think that a lot of screens I can also pretty clearly see how I will nerf them. So like, I already have an idea on what to do. Wait, I didn't use the turbo at all. That's the second time I do that. These are some very claustrophobic tracks. Not to mention that it's also the rapier class, so it's also gonna be fast. Still got it on the second lap. Well, technically, if you just want to continue with the grids, you don't really have to worry about doing those two tournaments that are gonna make this shit super long. But I want to get all the gold. I really do. Like, call me a leprechaun. I really want to get all the gold. I found the perfect underboob color now. And congratulations. It's for platinum. Well, I mean, platinum is something that should only be used for slots and cosmetics, so, you know, you can, if you have to spare, you should do it. I mean, you know the amount of cosmetic shit I bought with Platinum? Considering that you can get it in-game without paying, why not? Of course you'll get it. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually surprised by the amount of premium skins I have. And again, without paying a single cent. I'm just surprised that I was able to sell so much shit to players and somehow have enough for that. I'm about to die, by the way. No, I'm dead. Did they really fuck me up that much? Hard to tell, but it seems it was the case. I mean, it also doesn't help that the track is quite hard to navigate with this speed. Well, I'm glad you are enjoying the music as I'm not, simply because I'm not listening. I'm sure it's an absolute banger, surely. Hopefully it doesn't mute my stream like it did last time. Just as expected, once you get to the first place and nobody bothers you, it's just a smooth sailing until the end. The biggest problem is just these assholes bombarding you with shit. And once you're out of that whole mess, it's just, you know, you and no one more than you. No one else than you. No one more, I don't think it's a proper expression. You get the point either way. Saying the audio is fine. Yeah, but unfortunately, well, I could type the icon in chat, but I'm too lazy for that. Also, you put the wrong one, you stoner. That's the you don't see one. Unbelievable. You had one shove. Only one shove, and you didn't do it. Unbelievable. That's an interesting start. Huh. Wait, that's the gifted sub badge? Are you really the one with the most gifted subs in this channel? Didn't know that. Well, then again, it's been so long since I was affiliated that I obviously don't remember. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. Nice. Wait, oh yeah, I was about to say, why didn't it end? Because you need to end it yourself, of course. You were? Nice. I'm glad you were. And we also had, I think the one with the most bits was, you know, there's something weird. I remember when I was playing, I think I was playing Celeste or something like that, and there was someone that wasn't very like active in chat at all, and I don't even remember their name, and they donated like I think 2,000 bits or something like that. I'm like, what? Why? Yeah. Was a little bit confusing. Someone that usually isn't here. Maybe it was an oil prince randomly gifting shit to everyone. It's fine. It could be anything. It's just weird when someone doesn't watch you often to just throw money at you for absolutely zero reason. So this is incredible. This race, is it really gonna be the hardest one on the whole grid? Well, the whole game, because I don't think there was any other race before that is taking me as many attempts as this one. I mean, the fact that I'm failing to pick anything up doesn't help, but it's just crazy. You know, it feels like I cannot win. Man, can you abolish fucking Venom from the game already? A Nigerian king? It could be. I don't know. I mean, it's not like he tried to scam me. If anything, I'm the one scamming. Well, if anything, it's my bank scamming, because the reason why I stopped being affiliate at my bank was retaining the funds and didn't want to give it to me. So that's fucked up. But it is what it is. I should have used PayPal, to be perfectly honest. Thinking wire transfer was the issue, it's just that I don't know, I mean, it's the problem of trusting banks. I guess I was still too naive to trust banks to not be dog shit. I shouldn't have. It is what it is. The whole podium is here, so I want to believe that this should be the attempt. I will believe it's the attempt. I'm first right now, so unless someone attacks me, this should be the victory. Yeah. Tim, like, it's not a show. This was the event that took the most amount of attempts so far. I don't believe it. Okay, it was. And then I head to head. At least this one is gonna be easy. The two remaining ones being two tournaments. I didn't want to go too far from 3 hours today, but like, this is looking yet again like a 3 hour and a half stream, and I didn't want to today, because tomorrow is Monday, of course. Seems like it will be the case. The ghost. Well, if you're seeing ghosts, you should take your meds, yeah. It's alright, don't worry about it. You should take your medicine, mister. Fucking stoner. Hey. Have you ever tried to do game development, Yami? I can't remember. I mean, I know that you did a tool for I Wanna Be the Guy, but that doesn't particularly mean designing a game. You ever try it? You're an engineer. It will fit you, right? Not like there was any doubt. But here comes the pain. So what should I do first? I feel like the best thing will be to do the long tournament first because it's in flash category, and then do the rapier one. These 6 races, but then this is gonna take forever, dude. I just can't believe they will do this. Like, why will they do this to me? Like, why are they like this? Hey, we're gonna be here for a while. So yeah, how was everyone's day? I don't know. I personally did some farming with Rhinos. Not much more than that, really. I would say that the rest of the day was kinda worthless. I guess kinda is an understatement, but it's okay. It tends to happen. I mean, regardless, the transition between working on a game for so long, then the game being done. It's hard to decide what to do with that time that used to be dedicated to that, you know? So why am I in last place? That's not good. It is a tournament, so I don't really do this sort of shit. I mean, since the first race I can simply retry, but not a good start. Like, these assholes wait to attack me on the bridge. It always has to be in the bridge. That's too late. Okay. No. Since it's the first race, losing the first race is not acceptable. So do it again. I mean, I should have retried ever since I was in last place by the 3rd lap. That would have been the smart time to retry, but hey, better late than never, so... like the AI here is particularly asshole-y. So stealing my power-ups, it's alright. Now that I'm first place, they are not gonna reach me. They can only reach me by using weapons because they are absolute cheaters. So yeah. Now, something that I haven't seen yet is I haven't seen events with like single races without items. The only events without items that I've seen, well, obviously aside from the time trials, are the head-to-head. But I would like to see the ones in like a regular race without items. So I will mop the floor with all these bitches. As I say, it's the only way they can beat me, by using weapons. They cannot win otherwise. I'm too good for them. I guess for an event like this, it's important to focus as much as possible to not lose any time retry. I mean, imagine if you make it to the 10th race and you realize you don't have enough points, which I will assume that at that point you will have exited the tournament earlier. Like, losing enough time to do 10 races that don't go anywhere, that will be fucked up. Hey, that's the reason why I wanted to restart the first race. It's early, so it's not a problem to do it here. Then it feels like this. It's gonna reach the 3-hour mark when I finish this tournament, and then there is another one left. I just hope that these assholes don't do that as something normal. Really hope they don't. You never know. They are already starting this one very aggressively. They cannot help themselves. I also hope that, I mean, it probably won't be the case, but it would also be nice for this to be the last Flash tournament. Because Flash being something that, you know, that has so many races, like, it's not as slow as Venom, but it's still slow enough to not go as fast as it could. Really hope that all of the remaining tournaments are at least Rapier, but I'm pretty sure it won't be the case. We cannot have nice things, so I don't expect that to be the case at all. Hey, we can hope at least. Oh, that goes? And when do you even use that goes? Like, I don't remember you... I mean, you used it some days ago. God damn it, Yami. Why are you like this? You used it in Tuesday? Hey, he's probably watching a VOD while typing on the live chat.
3, 2, 1.
A different timeline. It's the timeline where he forgot to take his meds. That's for sure. So you can shoot down mines using the machine gun, but I'm probably using other weapons as well. I guess that's to be expected. I don't remember that being a thing in Wipeout before, but that's pretty useful. I mean, that's also how it works in Mario Kart. So, if you are far enough from whoever used the Quake, I think I already say this, but the Quake disappears before reaching you. That's very fucked up because that's pretty much rewarding whoever is extremely ahead by letting them be even more ahead. Because not only they don't get slowed down with the Quake, but everyone else gets slowed down with it. That's so messed up. I mean, it works for me because I'm the one ahead. That is very fucked up. I don't know what they were thinking with that. I mean, if you just wanted to avoid someone getting hit twice with it, you can just make it disappear. Like, I don't know. Before reaching the guy who threw it. I guess they will have to put more work for that. They will have to not put the glow effect when it gets close to him. It supposedly should stop before that. I guess it's an understandable compromise. So some of these tracks are short, but keep in mind that they are 4 laps. definitely quite some time in each race. I mean, it's the standard amount of time, but I feel like Flash is probably the one class that probably takes the longest to finish a race, right? Because Venom has 3 laps, so even if they are slower, you don't do much at all. Then, well, Flash is what it is, and Rapier is like Flash or faster. The question is if Phantom will be faster than Flash in terms of how much it will take to finish a race. Because Phantom is very fast, but it's 5 laps as well. But I still feel that it will still be faster than Flash. Really feels like it's the category that takes the longest to finish a race. So what race is this one? Is this the 6th race? Yami is like the man in the wall, a constant that persists across every timeline. I surely hope he isn't. Wouldn't want Yami to live in my walls, or anywhere near me really. Especially not my walls. That's a scary thought. Man in the wall. Yeah, good luck being in the middle of bricks. Because North American people are too used to see walls as being something hollow. Well, these ones are not hollow, so good luck being in between them. Will have to be made out of concrete. Well, concrete or whatever it's used to paste the bricks together. Okay, essentially, good luck with that. The thing that I remember, like the apartment I have I am living in right now. They are bricks and the wall is paint with paint. But the first apartment that I live in, it was a paper thingy. I don't know how it's called in English, but basically, instead of paint, the walls were, essentially covered in paper. Which is not very good. It's certainly not a good idea. It's better to paint. But that's something that used to be the case a lot in older buildings. Using paper to cover the walls instead of paint. There is no advantage on doing that. Like, paint is just better in every way. what race is this? I mean, it tells it here, yeah, 7 out of 12. At least we're more than halfway through the tournament, but it's still crazy that they are even allowed to make a tournament this long. Like, just what is your problem? Like, why are you like this? It's fine. Whatever your problem is, I'll still win. I mean, so far I have won every race, so even if every remaining race I went 3rd place or something, I'm pretty sure I will win the tournament regardless. I personally prefer winning races as well. I hate those, whatever those fire things are. Like, it's either missile or the rockets, but it's so annoying because there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's nothing you can do about any attack unless it's a bomb or a mine that is left there. But yeah, any other attack, you're pretty much fucked either way. Also, I'm 3rd place. That wasn't a good idea. Actually, going back to what I say about walls, I say that North Americans are used to having hollow walls, but I don't know if that's a North American thing or if it is a purely American thing. But no, I think Canada has those too, probably. I don't know. They have a lot of similar stuff all together, so it's the most likely scenario. Even with all that absorption, that guy somehow managed to keep going. Also, some of these races are so free. Our walls are made of vibranium. Is that a real material or did you just come up with that word? I don't know. That sounds like a made-up word. It's just saying something that vibrates. But I wouldn't know if that's real or not. I will guess it's not. Probably. So there are 2 more races in this tournament, right? Surely hope so.
1, go.
It's fake. Damn. How could you lie on the internet? That's unbelievable. Have to revoke your internet license. Well, I do know that in Russia they have a problem with the material the walls are made of. That apparently it's like, I don't know if radioactive or something. I remember Riemann complaining about that. It was made by a very... Yeah, okay, and anything else, you sack of shit? Game, what a... And I use the absorption on the only guy that has a shield. I'm being trolled so badly right now. What a bunch of dipshits. I can't believe it. You all deserve to get fucked by a Minotaur. Why a Minotaur? I don't know. But I cannot imagine it not being painful. And this guy really wants to win this race. Even though he knows it's hopeless to win the tournament, like this race he really wants to win it. He cannot help himself. Hopefully he dies from that. Yeah, unfortunately not. It's fine. I win regardless, so... Okay, so is this... Damn, this is 10? I thought this one was the 11th one, damn it. This is the never-ending tournament. Just doesn't end. I already knew it was gonna be like that, but it's crazy. I mean, the whole tournament essentially takes half an hour or a little bit more. I feel like that's just so messed up. Wow, actually, wait, I just thought about something. I could skip the races instead of doing them all. Because especially in a tournament like this, skipping a race shouldn't be that bad, right? Let me see the standings. Yeah, I could skip the next race too, and it would be fine as well. You know? Well, let me do just that. I guess. I should have realized that sooner, but... Yeah, because I could have done it sooner. They didn't give me any loyalty points. Aim on you. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a shame I didn't realize, especially for a tournament that long, that I could simply skip races when I clearly have a clear lead. But yeah, I probably could have done it like 2 races before the one I did. Like I could have started in race 8 probably, maybe 9 I will say. Yeah, took me a while. Well, this other tournament is only 6 races and it's rapier class, so this should be better. And well, in this one, I guess the skipping will only be safe on the last race. It could be on the last 2 races depending on how the results look at that point in time, but we will see. This one should take less simply for being the rapier class. so the races should be faster. In it. Huh. Can I stop hitting shit? What a bunch of bitches, really. And this amount of shield remaining is also not super promising though. Unless I get hit. Oh, can this guy use a quake right in front of me? Well, that's pretty useful. Right here, the only way I could get killed is with a plasma ball. Damn, and I even win, nice. Pretty cool. Very nice. I guess at the end of race 4, I'm gonna check what the standings are. And if I can skip the last 2 races, I will. The best thing to do. If someone gives up, no, that's not what I meant to say. If someone, the guys that are on second place, if they are not the same one, it should be enough to skip the last 2 races without a doubt. But we will see. At least in this one, it should be a win. I mean, I don't ever doubt that I can win the tournaments, but oh, that Venom tournament that happened in like the previous stream was very fucked up. It's what I tell you, that the hardest events are in Venom. As backwards as that sounds, it has been consistently the case here. They really are. Alright. Come on. Tomorrow is Monday, we cannot be here for that long. Lucky shield. Autopilot does some very weird movements. I don't know if they are movements that can be 100% done by an actual player. I know in the PS1 games that wasn't the case. You will go at impossible speeds. Definitely not a thing there, but in this one, It's more down to earth. Maybe all of these movements are possible. I don't know. We need to look at the code. Either that or ask the devs. So this guy won very easily here. Very messed up. It's fine. I think that if it has to be the last two races, nothing more, nothing less. Or maybe less. It might only be the last one. We will see. So this is the type of game that if you... Well, in most racing games are like this, but if you push someone from behind, they really don't move out of the way. Like they go fast with you, but they also kind of slow you down a bit, but they just don't get out of the way or lose control. They just keep going forward. In a lot of racing games, when you hit from behind, they tend to lose control. Even if it's something natural or not, at least the AI pretends it loses control. The Gran Turismo is a very good example of that. Well, a better example will be something like Burnout. You get the point. And you have the opposite case, like in Ridge Racer, you are the one that ends up losing by hitting from behind. It kind of works like a repulsor. You repulse each other in Ridge Racer. But it also depends which one. Actually, I was thinking of the PS1 ones. The PSP ones don't work like that. Alright, so what are the standings? How much can I skip here? No, I can only skip one. Well, theoretically, here's the thing. I could skip the next race, and then depending on the standings, I could also skip the last one. I doubt it though. Let's see. Oh, I didn't check. Oh, you can see the results. See, don't worry about it. No need to panic. Okay, so now I will need to... Well, actually, I will need to win. And that's the thing, when you skip, I think that whoever is in second place will get first place. So there is no bullshit. Well, actually, that might have been a mistake, because now I need to win no matter what. Guess I should have thought it a little bit better. This track shouldn't be hard either, but... You know that it's not about how hard that track is, it's about how much these assholes bother you with items. It's really all about that. This track is like on top of whatever happens with the items. This shouldn't be a hard track. So I believe. But I mean, it will be pretty sad if I lose for being a moron. Because losing for being bad is something, like it sucks, but it's whatever. But losing for being a moron is even worse. And it should be fine, especially with those two turbos. This is gonna be absolutely free. And the thing is that not even the game gives a shit. How many points you get at the end of the tournament. When it records the result in the grid screen, it only says that you got gold. How you got that gold, the game doesn't care. It just cares that you got gold. That's what I'm gonna get here. It is probably, to me, the easiest track in the game. Because it has a lot of straight lines and And the corners are no, like, these are fast corners. So it most likely is the easiest track in the game. I think not even the first one works like this. Well, at least we got an easy win. And we were able to skip at least one race. Alright, so we completed the grid number 10. And well, the next one or the next stream will be the grid 11. So it's important, and thankfully I haven't forgotten yet, but it's very important to save every time I'm done, because the game does not autosave, and losing the whole progress of a stream will be extremely tragic. Anyways, that's it for me for today, so thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.